Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a full face get ready with me, and I did switch up my foundation routine a little bit, but I still use my daily foundation routine a lot more often than I use this, but I wanted to get these products taken care of because this foundation barely has anything left in it, and I wanted to use the rest of it up. So I start off with some Burt's Bees Honey chapstick, so I'm just gonna put that on. Because I use liquid lipstick so much, I like to keep my lips nice and hydrated and exfoliated so that they aren't extremely dry when I go to put on my liquid lipstick. Okay, so I still use the Meaningful Beauty Cindy Crawford Antioxidant Day Cream, so I'm still going to use a pump of that. So I'm still going to use my beauty blender, like always, and just dot this around my face. I couldn't find my beauty blender for a minute. I didn't, because this is not where I usually do my makeup. I usually do it over there, and I forgot to get my beauty blender, and I had to go find it. I definitely edited out all of the time that it took me to find that, because it's a sad amount of time. Okay, so I got a little bit more because I didn't get enough in the beginning. Okay, so I'm just gonna blend it down my neck a little bit. Yeah, okay. It's on nice and good. Gonna touch my hair again because I always seem to do that. Okay, so I'm going to use this primer today. It is by Laura Geller. It's the Spackle Treatment Even Tone Makeup Primer. It gives you a little bit of a glow. So I don't use this very often, but whenever I use this Lorac foundation, I like to use this primer. Just because personal preference, as always. Seems like that's my favorite thing to say on this channel. Okay, so just gonna buff that into my skin. And now, the reason why I don't typically dot on things, especially like foundation, which sometimes I will, but I usually won't, is because I feel like by the time I get to my forehead, which is the last thing I do whenever I dot on my foundation, it's dried down, and so I have to like use my hand to make it not, look horrible. So I find it easier just to get some on the back of my hand or my finger and just to use it that way. Just so that it makes my life a little bit easier. But always, that's personal preference, and some foundations don't dry down as quickly as the one I use on a typical basis. Now, I do have a lot of that Kat Von D foundation left, but when I do run out of that, I will be trying some different ones, because that is definitely not my favorite foundation in the world. I feel like I could definitely find a lot better. And there are some from the drugstore that I've heard really good things about that I want to try. But for now, I'm not going to waste product, so I'm just going to use it. It's not about foundation, it's just not amazing, if that makes any sense. Like, I like it just fine, but like, I could like it better. I could like a different one better. And also, try different makeups just to see, do I like this better or that better? You just experiment, which I love to do with makeup. And that's what I think is so fun about makeup. So this foundation, you're supposed to shake up, so I'm going to. Real quick. Okay. So this is the Lorac Perfection Foundation. And it is SPF 20. And it is in the, it's light medium, and then it says PR4, so I don't know how their things work. My mom actually got this for me a long time ago. So, not that long ago, but like you know, she's the one that ordered it, so like I don't really know. Okay, so I'm just going to buff that on. Now I do know that like my foundations aren't my perfect match right now because I did get darker over the summer, like a lot darker over the summer. And also that's partially why I'm using this foundation, because it's a little darker than my Kat Von D foundations. And actually I have two Kat Von D foundations, and one of them is really, really light and it's good for me during winter, but right now it's like horrible. Okay, going over my lips. Like, I still apply my foundation in the same way as I did in that first video that I posted. And I feel like this is just the way that I usually do it. Now, if I dot it on, actually, I start with my neck, which may seem really weird. Because, I mean, I guess you technically should start with the first place that you put it and then go to the last place that you put it. But see, I don't do that. And that's probably what my real issue is with doing that. Is that, you know, with dotting it on, is that I don't go in the order that I applied the dots. And so, you know, if I'm doing what I applied first last, it's going to be dry already. So, in the future, I may change and start doing the dotting method, but for right now, I'm perfectly fine and happy with just putting some on the back of my hand, taking my beauty blender, and then just doing it that way. And I do blend a lot. I noticed in the first video that I like kept going over and over and over again, which is just something that I do to make sure, you know, because I don't want to have any harsh lines. And also by the hairline thing that I meant is, you know, right there, since I am a little darker than my foundation, I don't want you to see that and be like, what's going on there? And also with under the chin, I mean, like, because whenever you're doing your foundation, you know, you don't really notice, oh yeah, right there is a very important place to put foundation, because you just don't notice it. But whenever you're moving your head around, people will see that, and so, like, you know, it looks better if it's just nice and blended. And also, if you don't want to, don't blend as hard on the neck as I do. I like to, like, blend down, and sometimes even I'll blend down to, like, where my shirt stops. If it's an important event, I definitely will do that. And also, something that I didn't do in the first video that I typically do with my liquid highlight is highlight my collarbones. But today, surprise, surprise, I'm not going to be using my liquid highlight, just because I feel like this is a very highlighty, you know, foundation, and, you know, I have a very highlighty primer on, so I thought it'd be best just to stick with the normal one so that it's not as because I'm already pretty glowy and I don't want to be even more glowy, you know, that extreme. And I'm just about to put my powder on, and I haven't even put on concealer yet. That's great. See, that's the hard thing with talking and doing makeup, is you forget stuff. Now actually, whenever I do my liquid highlight, I definitely have to remind myself to use concealer, because sometimes I forget just because it's an extra step of liquid stuff that I'm not used to. And I just very recently started using that liquid highlight, and so, you know, I kind of have to remind myself, concealer. And also, this concealer is almost out, which kind of sucks. And I usually use it like down the bridge of my nose, in the middle of my forehead, on my chin, on my cupid's bow. I just got black on the tip of my nose, that's great. And there, you know. Okay, I'm just gonna try and fix this little issue. Okay. And my dog just barked. They want it. Okay. Shut. I'm just gonna keep filming like nothing just happened. Okay, so I'm blending in my concealer. Okay, so now that that is blend it in. And I've been trying to touch my under eyes less. That is something that I think would help with coverage if I just didn't do that. So I am going to take this. Oh, and by the way, I used the same Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in the shade L3 Warm. Okay, so I'm taking the same Physicians Formula powder and this brush, and I'm just going to set my face. Okay. Okay, so I'm setting my face, going down my neck just to kind of help with creasing not happening. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this contour shade, once again from the Laura Geller Baked Eyeshadow Sensation Trio, and it is in Tiramisu. There you go. I didn't say that last time, but there we go. So I'm just gonna get more, and I just dug my fingernail into the highlighter. That's awesome. I really love that. Fun. Okay, so I have product on the brush, and now I'm just going to contour through my cheeks. Make that weird ass face that you always make when you do this. Okay. So now I have this line, I'm just gonna blend it out as always, and I'm gonna blend upwards. Okay. I can tell I've definitely gotten more confident on the camera, which is good, because if I'm gonna be doing this, I need to be confident in front of the camera. So like, I'm speaking more and like stuff, you know, saying what I'm doing more. So I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not, but I definitely have. Okay. So I'm just going to make that weird face again. Kind of blend up, buff up. Now I do have an issue with like over blending my contour, which I've been trying to fix. So like sometimes I under blend it accidentally. It's just like, which would you have? Which of the two evils? Okay. So now that I have that blended out, I'm going to go underneath my chin and do the contouring. Don't know what I was going with there. Okay. I'm going to fix my hair once again. Okay. So now I'm going to go on to my nose. Okay. Get a little bit more product. And something that I didn't do in the last video that I forgot to do that I typically do, is I'll get more product on here, of course, and then I'll go underneath my lip. It just kind of gives them a more full appearance, which I kind of like. Now, I do not overline my lips, so these are just my natural lips. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this blush. Now, I typically don't use this blush, and I actually haven't used it in a really, really long time, but it's a Laura Geller Baked Blush in Brighten Topic Hues. Okay, that's a mouthful. And I'm going to take this brush again, just get the powder off of it, and kind of dip in there, kind of swirl it around. It's definitely a different shade than my other one. Gonna make that fake smile. Put it on. Make sure I blend it out nicely. Okay. And then I'm gonna get more product. Have about that much to kind of shake it off a little. Go in again. In the comments below, let me know how you guys apply your blush. Do you do in circular motions or in swiping motions? I like to do circular motions personally, but as always, personal preference. Seems like that's the thing I say most often. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my highlight. This is the Hippo Super Shock Cheek from ColourPop, and I definitely used it a lot. Okay, so I usually use this with just my finger, So I'll go down my nose, do a little bit on my chin. I usually don't use this just because like I haven't found a good brush that I like with it. Okay, so I'm just gonna do my Cupid's bow. And also like let me know if you guys want me to do like a full face of hate it, you know, anything like that. Anything that you want to see, let me know and I'll try and do it. Now if it's a certain product, it may take a while. I'm gonna admit that I don't have the most money in the world to, you know, go buy makeup. So whenever I can, I will. If I can't, then I'm sorry, but whatever. Okay, so I'm going to do my forehead a little bit above my brow bone, and then I'm going to do below the brow bone. Just make sure I get a lot there because I like intense under the brow bone highlight. And that's also another thing that I forgot to do in the last video was highlight my brow bone. But I wasn't wearing any eyeshadow, so I just absentmindedly forgot it. Okay, so if I can close this thing. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the eyes. Okay, so I'm going to take this palette. It is the Morphe 35 in palette. So I'm just gonna clean my brush really quickly. And yes, I do always use this brush. It's like, I don't have a lot of brushes actually that I use. So that is definitely the next thing that I really want to invest on is brushes. So I'm going to take this, color. Since there are no names, I can't say the name of it. I really like this color. Okay, so I'm going to take it in my crease and just blend it out. And sorry if I like tend to block things with my hand. I'm getting used to the fact that I have to move my arm outwards instead of straight down. Okay. So I'm just gonna blend that a little more. And this is just like a simple type of like everyday look, but I am going to put a little glitter in it so it'll be a little more pizzazzy. Okay. This is just a very, very simple eye look, something you could do on the regular like day-to-day thing if you don't, you know, want to spend 5 hours doing your makeup. Okay, so I'm just going to continue blending, making them look the same. Okay. And again, if I'm looking upwards, it's because my mirror's in the same place that it was before. I have the same setup. Okay. So now I'm going to go in with this shade. And I'm going to put that on my lid. Now, yes, my palette is missing 2 colors. I dropped it and they fell out. But that's my own fault. It's not the palette's fault. Okay. And I'm gonna take more of that color and go on the other lid. I mean, I have dropped this thing a lot and that was just a one-time thing that happened. And it's fine. No big deal. I mean, okay, I'm gonna go in with this color. I mean, like, it kind of sucks, but whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna take that color and I'm just gonna go in between this color and this color. And just kind of blend them together. It's a little bit like darker of an orangey shade that I'm going to do. Okay. So, I'm gonna get a little bit more, kind of get it off a little bit, and then do it on this side. Okay. So I'm going to take the other side of my brush and go in to this shade right here. And I'm going to put that under my lashes. Also, one thing I do not like about this palette is that there is no mirror. But they are very, they're fairly inexpensive, so that's fine. And I do really like this palette. This is my only Morphe product that I currently have, but I'm planning on getting more in the near future, so when I do, I will do a review. If you guys want to see that. Okay. So now that I have that done, I am going to a little bit farther out. Okay. So now I'm going to go in with my Moonstruck Addiction eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to go into the shade Blissful and just put that on the very center with my finger, and then just kind of blend it out a little bit, but still kind of trying to keep it on the very center. And that just gives it a little shine, makes it a little more pizzazzy. Now, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to, of course. But I do, so I'm going to. So I did that. Now I'm going to take a little bit of that peppy shade, and I'm actually going to clean my brush off real quick. And I'm going to go in with that color. Okay. So now I'm just going to go on my lower lash line. Okay, sorry, it's hard to talk when you're have a brush that close to your eyeball. Okay. Gonna do the other side. I'm actually gonna dip back in and get more product. Okay, got a little bit more. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that on. Okay, so now I'm going to set those two palettes aside, and I'm going to do my mascara. Okay. So I'm putting on the mascara. Okay, mascara's on that side. Oh my god, this one little hair. Okay. Gonna get more product. And I personally don't like to curl my lashes. Actually, I never have, so can't knock it till I try it, but I personally don't, but that is always up to personal preference, which I feel like is my favorite word to use on this channel. Okay, so now I'm going to do my lips. I am using this shade from Smashbox. It is the Always On Liquid Lipstick in the shade Boss by Lily Singh. Okay, so I'm just gonna look into the camera and do this. Okay. This may not be the best lipstick application ever. Actually, I have a good idea. This palette does have a mirror in it, so I'm going to use the mirror from this palette. Do my lipstick. That is one thing that I definitely need an up-close mirror for. That's close to me. Okay. I'm gonna rub my lips together and get a little more product and finish it. I do really like this lipstick, but I feel like it does transfer very easily. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm blocking the camera's light, am I? Okay. Okay. Lipstick application, I didn't really have the best mirror to do it in the world, but oh, I forgot my brows. Last thing I do. Okay, so I'm just gonna comb through my brows real quick, fill them in a little bit. Okay. So if I have a bad lipstick application, sorry, but this is the final look. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Hope you guys like this video. Come back next week for another one. Bye!